Hey guys, Kidgear here, and I have my review of the Apple wired keyboard. So, yesterday I did a lot of cleaning, and I pulled out the EX110. I cleaned that, I cleaned a lot, and all my iPods and stuff. Everything's around the room's pretty much been, cleaned out. So I'll have a new tour of the room. A lot of people have been asking. I'll have a new tour of the room up soon. But what I want to get done first is this Apple keyboard review. So, yeah, this is the wired version. So, just take a look at it. I unboxed it maybe about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks. And this is the previous keyboard I was using, was the EX110, and with the mouse that I have in here somewhere. Or actually, yeah, it's down there, but it's broken, the mouse. The keyboard still works fine. Uses a receiver, which I do not have. I think I moved it over here. But I used a receiver because it was wireless. And as you can see, it's much more thicker than the wired keyboard is. So, you can see a big difference there. Now I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to show you the wired keyboard of Apple. So much more thinner. So I want something more thinner and take away less desk space. And I really didn't find myself using these keys right here. I mean, more of these media function keys, which I also have on the Apple keyboard up here: play, pause, stop, etc. But so if I can cut that off, it would be much more thinner, and then I wanted something, even less bulkier, just more flat out. And the Apple keyboard was a perfect solution because, as you can see here, from a flat angle, or actually not even a flat angle, right there, you can see the keys are much more, the keyboard itself is much more bigger and less flat than the Apple keyboard is. And the Apple keyboard is obviously brushed aluminum. It's really nice. I wanted the wireless version, but they didn't have it at the time. Back takes 2 AA batteries. The keyboard doesn't need any batteries, because it's wired. I may see myself upgrading to the wireless in the future, but who knows. The number pad, I use it a little bit, not much on this keyboard. Again, just wanted the extra space for my mouse and just desk space. So, I mean, I don't really miss that it's wireless, and the wireless function, because I don't move around as much. But I mean, I probably would have preferred it because the Apple keyboard, the wireless, all of this right here is cut off, and this is more squished in. Now, the good thing about the wired, it comes with 2 USB ports on each side, one right there and one on the other. I plug my USB lamp right in there sometimes, sometimes I charge my iPod or whatever, using the wired keyboard. Now, a problem that I found at first was, all the keyboard shortcuts don't work because it's designed for Mac, and, it needs the Boot Camp driver. So what I did is I got the Boot Camp. I found the Boot Camp drivers online at an Apple forum, I believe, and I got the keyboard shortcuts working for Windows. So yeah, as you see here, your command key on the Apple keyboard turns into your Windows key, and your caps lock. It's everything's pretty much the same. It's just that so you just have to substitute for some functions, like there's no print screen, stuff like that. You have your function key instead of print screen and all that stuff. And they have a good, I have found a good page that has all the Apple keyboard shortcuts, which I'll post in the video description. So, I did have to get a little used to it, and you had to get used to the delete key compared to the backspace key. So, a lot of the keys were smaller, and I just had to get used to that, in the form factor, they're a little chiclet type sized. And especially the F keys, they're not bulging out, so I had to get used to these, especially when playing a game. I started World of Warcraft, and I had to get used to kind of more hitting the numbers rather than hitting the F keys because they're so compact together. But I would say I've gotten a lot, way more accustomed to it. What I also like about their caps lock, if it doesn't accidentally go off, as you see I'm tapping it like that right there, is when you really push it down, you'll see it go on right there. So I'm tapping, nothing's going on because you see it flash. But if you really want it on, you press down, it'll go on. But so you don't accidentally hit it when you're like typing or hitting A or Shift or whatever, anything near that. So all my keyboard shortcuts still work. I use hotkey bind to get all my shortcuts done. It still works great along with the Boot Camp drivers. Even though this is on the wired version, the whole keypad, I do find myself using this a little bit when I'm doing some calculations and calculator or anything I need to type in numbers. I don't really use the F keys above here. I might just set hotkeys. I do use this enter key on the side a little bit. The arrow keys are a little bit more different because, again, all these keys are flat compared to bulging out, so I have to get used to it. But it's really great, the keyboard. I would give it a 5 out of not a 5 out of 5, maybe like a 4 out of 5, just because, you know, I would have preferred the wireless, but, you know, that's my opinion. I probably would have got it if it was there at the time, but I think it's like $78 compared to $48. But, there isn't too much to find fault in this keyboard. You just have to really get accustomed to it. Set a lot of keyboard shortcuts helps a lot, you know. USB things are really handy. They just, you know, for any USB device I can plug in. It doesn't have too much power, so you can't plug like a webcam into it because it doesn't have enough power. But again, just to look at it, the design is great. The design certainly gets a 5 out of 5. You know, there's just small little things here and there that I had to get used to. So, I mean, it's all in personal taste. You have to get used to stuff. If you can't get used to it, then you may not like it. If you do, you adapt well. I would say I type faster on this just because I'm more used to it now. My fingers are a little crammed, but I mean, I do get about not quite on 60 words per minute, but just about there on like 57, 56 is my average. So, yeah, so that's my review of the Apple keyboard. Gets a 4 out of 5. Highly recommend you use it, and it does work on Windows. So, I would try and get that boot camp drivers up too. So here's again a look at the keyboard. And now the EX110, I have planned to give this away soon. So yeah, actually give this away to one of you viewers out there. I'll give the stipulations of the contest out in the not next video, but in a upcoming video. So yeah, look forward to that EX110 being given away and my new Apple keyboard as a substitute. And I also want to say it doesn't get wearing away, and you know, even though it's white, it doesn't really get dirty. I mean, it's easy to clean off. That's what I like about it. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's my review of the Apple wired keyboard. Catch you later. Don't forget to check out the site at www.adrianstech.com and our new site, tutgeek.com, and don't forget weurl.com. So those 3 sites will all be in the video description. Any questions, comments, concerns, want to send a product for me to review, or anything you want me to review a product, anything like that, send it over to adrianstech@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, guys. I'll catch you later.